data is the new gold. Just few months back, Facebook just got into a legal tussle for the release of user data, tagged the infamous Harvard Analytica. This sort of monopolistic access to user data owing to the services provided and the leverage given by the advent of the Internet is not sold to Facebook. Other big players like Amazon, Apple, Google have capitalized on this and to almost totally monopolize the digital sphere. The book 0 to 1 argues that Google, for instance, has no competition, it is in its own class. This goes to point out, perhaps one of the biggest problems ever brewing. Secondly, the centralized stance transactions take is worrisome, whereas a mere introduction of a decentralized system would have made for trust-centered system and one which information will flow with ease and away from intermediaries. This will hugely cancel out data monopoly as played by these big tech giants. In a bid to proffer viable solution to the problems above, came the launch of Fuctionx. This system built totally on blockchain is an ecosystem, decentralized to the core consisting of 5 components. 1. The Fuctionx operating system. This presents an incredible decentralized operating system hinged on blockchain technology, such that any activity performed on this platform is kept from third-party interference. Interestingly, this will work on most smartphones, Androids. 2. The Fuctionx distributed ledger. This is responsible for the overall handling and processing of information on the platform. With the aid of blockchain, data is stored and verified in a secure system. 3. The Fuctionx IPFS. In a bid to design a veritable system to store data in a secure place, the IPFS was created to store data in a distributed system. Every file is stored in the network can be called up at any time, once it is needed. 4. FXTP protocol. This defines the rule of mode for transmission of data or information via a network. Thus, FXTP is the transmission protocol for this decentralized network. 5. Fuctionx decentralized Docker. Applications will now be run in a decentralized pattern on this system. They will be able to store, deploy, and run codes remotely in a decentralized way. Project's goal. The xphone will have solutions never seen with the powerful xphone. It will be the first blockchain cell phone in the world, so in turn it stood out in several ways, being designed with totally innovative features that are not found in other smartphones, being fully developed by Fuctionx, an ecosystem built entirely for the blockchain. So xphone will run on a new transmission protocol for the blockchain era. In general, innovation significantly expands the use of blockchain technology in addition to financial transfers, as its use may be effective in several areas including communication. Unlike traditional telephones, which require a centralized service provider, xphone runs independently, without the need of this, an innovation in the sector, as users can route phone calls and messages via blockchain nodes without the need for telephone numbers, once this phone is registered on the network, for example, by a user named Pit. If someone wants to access the data or publicly shared content of Pit, that user can insert only FXTP//30pit, in the simplest and easiest possible way. This will be similar to what the team does for the traditional HTTPS// protocol. Whether Pit is sharing photos, data, files, or a website, they can be accessed by that way, simple mode and full control. And if Pit's friends want to get in touch with him, they can call, text, or send emails to yours phone simply by typing call.pit, message.pit or mail.pit, thus making life easier for everyone, as data transmission runs on a complex exchange of public key data and privately encrypted. xphone it can ensure communication without interception and gives users direct access to data shared by other people, because any information sent or transacted through blockchain of Fuctionx will also be recorded in the chain. as the whole will be an incredible difference. For more information, visit the website and read the white paper for more technical details. Differential. All products of the Fuctionx will have a real liability. The EU is regarding the blockchain technology in general, so examples of the products in execution in Fuctionx will be extremely attractive, because the Fuctionx with your team will authorize all the manufacturers of intelligent hardware to create devices with Fuctionx and meeting market demands in general with xphone. The first xphone model is built on the basis of the Snapdragon 660. 6GB plus 64GB specifications. This is the minimum requirement for specifications. In accordance with the Fuctionx, this will be a working prototype, so the final product will be fully different. This phone as your second phone, that will be designed with worldwide innovations and different from your main phone, because xphone will be updated when Fuctionx is ready. xphone will work as a decentralized point device and much more like a NOT. So like a NOT, xphone also, if it is able to obtain transaction fees and contribute to the decentralized network. All our xphone and future intelligent devices based on Fuctionx will be served as us of Fuctionx. All of us will provide different services for the distributed network based on your performance, location, storage capacity and confidence level, to the extreme, because your differential will be your innovation as the whole. This phone, being the first cellular blockchain truly safe and decentralized in the world, it is fettered by Fuctionx, an ecosystem which is completely built in the blockchain. The blockchain mode activated by Fuctionx allows the data to be kept cryptography and safe. This phone is compatible with Android. Alternate between blockchain and traditional mode in time to access your favorite Android applications. According to the Fuctionx team, only 5,000 phones will be produced and released to the world at the end of 2019, so all stakeholders will have the most possible selling and will be privileged to find the future of telecommunications, because this phone will be much more attractive than the next 5 grams, 6 grams or 7 grams. Fuctionx will look up to create a world where everyone has total control over what your data are used. Your privacy is important. Your features for Fuctionx. Everyone can enjoy the Qualcomm Snapdragon trademark 660 CPU, 6GB RAM, 128GB ROM. Fuctionx OS, Android 9.0, dual displays, 5.6 inches, Full HD camera, 48MP. 12MP traditional modes and blockchain dual mode, 3500 mAh digital print sensor with battery. Please note these are minimum specifications. Designs and specifications are subject to change. Tusker can answer looking for innovative solutions and technologies to this phone and Fuctionx to contribute with all innovation in general. All these to one end, to create a totally decentralized multi-purpose platform. One that can cater for several services such as communications, applications run on it, websites hosted on it and topmost user data. Again, key and the biggest on Fuctionx's offering is its phone, the xphone. This mobile smart device is an all-blockchain built device. This translates that unlike conventional smartphones, this one will take a decentralized approach towards calls, messaging, internet services and app services. There will no longer be required the help of centralized service providers. The biggest deal is that user data is kept private, away from third-party interference. Finally, Fuctionx is totally decentralized system, made to run originally and endlessly unhinged and without dependence or supervision of any individual or organization, third party or any other. Conclusion. All these to one end, to create a totally decentralized multi-purpose platform, one that can cater for several services such as communications, applications run on it, websites hosted on it and topmost user data. Again, key and the biggest on Fuctionx's offering is its phone, the xphone. This mobile smart device is an all-blockchain built device. This translates that unlike conventional smartphones, This one will take a decentralized approach towards calls messaging, internet services and app services. There will no longer be required the help of centralized service providers. The biggest deal is that user data is kept private, away from third-party interference. Finally, Fuctionx is totally decentralized system, made to run originally and endlessly unhinged and without dependence or supervision of any individual or organization, third party or any other. Website: https://fuctionx.io